Guys, Universal Vibes 144. This is going to be for water signs, what you should know. So I've already done air, I've done earth, now I'm doing water signs. I did water signs, but that reading was a little bit nutty. So I used to do these readings quite often, and I'm going back to basics here. So basically what this reading entails, the first card is the situation of the collective that I'm talking to, or the individual, whatever, okay? So by the first card, what I pull, what I channel through that card, that's how you're going to know that it's your situation, okay? If it does not resonate with you, most likely it's not your situation. You can also take other things out of the reading as a water sign that resonates, okay? Only if it does resonate, right? And so then the second card is going to be your issue, right? What's the issue? Like the root of the problem, okay? That you may not be aware of at this time. The third card is going to be the solution / action to take at the current moment, okay? So, here we go, round 2, water signs. So water signs, those of you that do not know, and this does not have to be your sun sign, which is your basic zodiac star sign, right? This could be your sun, moon, rising, this could be your Venus, this could be your Jupiter placement, this could be your north node, this could be your south node. It's just whatever resonates with you at this time, wherever the planets align, and I know a lot of you guys do not know astrology, and that's all good, right? It's all good. If it resonates, it resonates. So wherever you have water in your chart, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, okay, wherever you have it in your chart. And happy Mother's Day. A lot of you guys know that I only have 2 placements of water in my chart. So, it takes me a second to tap in. Also, I did meditate before this reading, so, and I kind of have to with you guys. No offense, but water signs, you're a little in your feels. So I have to meditate before I talk, before I speak with you guys. Okay. I'm getting, okay, so before I even pull cards here, so what I'm getting right now is something medical here, right? Somebody has a distension of the stomach, right? Now, you've been being told, whoever I'm talking to in the collective, you've been being told about this. So there's like there's an issue within the stomach. Like, okay, so when you have like that bloating, right? That's just not natural. It's not like you ate a bunch and you're just bloated. And it's not like you're in your freaking monthly. I think I'm talking to a male here. like this has to do with like beer and stuff like that, you know, like acid within the stomach that's like ruining the good mitochondria, like within the intestinal tract. And you've been told about this by so you haven't gone for like a medical checkup in a while. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's like retired. hold on. When you get past a certain, you've been told this before by your medical professional, okay? When you get past a certain age, you are, there's certain things that you kind of stay away from, right? Like, you know, salt and stuff like that and whatever, okay? And you, whoever this is, you haven't taken that advice. So by 2026, you're going to have a huge, massive issue. So what it is, the issue you're going to have if you don't listen right now, to whoever this resonates with, this is not even the reading yet, okay? This is just like a pre-message, okay? The issue you're going to have is ulcers, like, so, and then on top of that, it's like whenever you eat something, you don't gain the nutrients from it. And it's a disease process of the intestines, because the intestines don't collect the nutrients, okay, and the minerals that the body needs, because it's gotten so out of control by 2026, okay? That's that message. So let's just get back to water signs. I don't want this to be too long. Not only have you been told this by your medical professional already, you've been told this by either a mother figure or maybe a girlfriend or wife, okay? And you do need a health checkup here, okay? Colonoscopy. Nobody wants to get that, right? But because you haven't listened and you've been a Lindell, right? This goes to a male, not a Linda, which is female, right? Depending on how you guys resonate, LGB, XYZ, whatever, right? You guys have been putting off this colonoscopy. Like, okay, fine, but somebody needs to look up there. Like, somebody has to figure it, you know. So if you continue to eat crap and stuff like that, you're gonna have an issue here. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Okay, let's get back to you guys, the rest of you that this is, you know, not resonate with here, with the medical thing. Let's get back to you guys, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, what's the situation for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Whoever needs the message for their highest good and the highest good of all at this time. Thank you. Okay, so the situation for you guys, who this is going to resonate with, is somebody is, this kind of goes along with what I was talking about, the retired person, right? Somebody is looking to give, not really to give, but to, I'm seeing that it's like a will, a last will and testament type thing, right? So maybe those that this resonates with, you could have had somebody pass from colon cancer, whatever, right? I don't even want to get into that. That's negative Nancy. Or somebody who will, right? And don't manifest that by default, okay? Don't. Like, don't. So it's like the Lion King. You had Simba and, like, you know, whatever. So, like, somebody right now in the situation, if this resonates with you, you are getting the baton pass from an elder in the family, okay? So they're passing you the baton that has to do with a company, right? That's already been built and established, right? And they want to give you the baton, but there's this like one thing that you might not understand, and you might not do business the way that they're doing it, and so they're kind of reluctant to pass it off to you, okay? This also has to do with like legalities and stuff when it comes to a passing from somebody who may have just had a health checkup and realized, or will realize, that their days are numbered, and they're looking who of the offspring in the family to give the business to. This could be metaphoric for who in the family do I give my property to, or because it's paid off. So this is somebody who's established. Like, they're not going to hand you the debt, okay? This is something that is highly an asset instead of a liability, right? So it's something, if it's a property, then it's already paid off, okay? Like, you're not going to be in debt over it, okay? If it's a business, it's well established. Like, the name's good, okay? And so that's the situation for those of you water signs that this is going to resonate with. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's always worried about financial security, okay? And you really have nothing to worry about. The more you worry, the more you attract that vibration frequency to you, and you kind of screw stuff up and you become out in the cold, okay? So that's the situation. So whoever that resonates with, that's what's going on. What's the issue here? Water signs. What is the issue? Ace of Swords. So your issue is communicating this, okay? So maybe you have a hard time communicating this to your elders that are going through this process of baton passing, okay? Maybe you have an issue collecting information about what's going to happen when somebody passes because they're sick with this new diagnosis, or maybe it's been a diagnosis, or maybe it's going to come up in 3 months, because sometimes I'm 3 months ahead, right? So the issue is communication. Best thing to do is just talk about stuff, okay? Some people, when they're dealing with a lot of medical issues and this and that, they don't want to talk about money, right? That's the last thing on their mind. But the best thing to do is have a last will and testament, and so that's why I feel like this is like more legality stuff. This is Ace of Swords, okay? This is like communication, and this is about the Ten of Pens, right? So this is about money, right? This is like the family legacy. Like, what are we going to do here now that mom or dad or grandma and grandpa or whatever the heck it is, right, has this diagnosis? Like, what are we going to do? Like, where's the money going? Where's this? Well, the best thing to do, the issue is that nobody's talking about it. Like, when you don't talk about something, everybody is kind of in the dark here, okay? And that doesn't solve a problem. That just creates more problems, right? Yeah, to where people won't when you're in the dark about stuff, you make really bad decisions. Okay. Alright, so that's the issue, is that there's a lack of communication or documentation on what is going to happen, okay, within this family dynamic, right, with whatever medical issue that's coming up, okay, for like somebody who is like the hierarchy of the family. Solution. You guys just showed up in your own raid. 9 of Cups. So the solution is to free yourself from fear thought form after you communicate and you know exactly what's going to go down, because then once you correctly communicates and everybody is on the same page here within the family structure, right? You can plan your life accordingly and not worry about this, right? It relieves like a bunch of stress. Like I'm seeing a bunch of weight on somebody's shoulders, like that, you know? It's like it just relieves it, and it's just like, okay, that's what's going on with mom or dad, or that's what's going on with Aunt Josie, or whatever, okay? I don't even have an Aunt Josie. I don't even know where that came from. So it can relieve the stress, right? In order for you to be more content in your life and have your vibration raise, to just, it's like everything's fine. Like, quit freaking out, water sign. You guys always do this. Yeah, like everything's gonna be balanced in the end. Like, you don't have to worry about this, okay? Like, I think right now the best thing for you to do is just be still. And if you can't be still, and this is like really getting at you, I think you should probably communicate with your family and be like, hey, so and so just had this diagnosis. What are we gonna do, brother and sister, or aunt and uncle, like whatever, right? Figure it out. You got a brain for a reason. Nobody needs to be secretive about this. The problem is that there's so many unknowns. There's no truth. There's no communication going back and forth with the family unit that nobody knows, and everybody's worrying. And when you do that, guess what happens? You project negativity. Okay? And it might just be like a false positive. Okay? Might be a false positive for whatever disease process, right? So you just don't know. Like, quit jumping to conclusions. Okay? That's the problem. People are jumping to conclusions without communicating. There is no truth in the situation being spoken. Okay? And so, there goes an eagle. That's all I have. Okay? That's the omen. Take the higher view. Communicate. That's all you gotta do. Wish fulfillment here. You know, 9 of Cups. Like, you'll be so much more satisfied once you communicate about this. And this could also just be a business deal at work, right? You don't know where the company's going, this and that. So if this is not family related and stuff, it is to make sure that you know exactly what the whole process is right now. Like, don't jump to conclusions. That's the issue, is that somebody's jumping to conclusions and telling lies right now, or believing fear factor mode and not asking questions because they feel inadequate to ask questions to somebody in a higher up position, right? Whether it's in whether it's in family or if it's in business, okay? Just speak, and then you're gonna have the solution is like, once you get everything laid out on the table and you know what's going on, this could be you with the health checkup. Once you know everything and you get a second or third opinion here, okay, this could be that too, water signs. Getting a second or third opinion, like a misdiagnosis, okay? And you think your whole life's going to shit, but it's not, okay? There's a reason why we have more than one doctor in this world, okay? Everybody thinks different. Everybody does different tests. You know, it could be this thing to this person because that person believes or was taught this way. And you go to the next doctor knows a little bit more maybe, or has dabbled in a different other area specialization, and they can know like what to test for next. And just getting to the root issue here, this is the problem, the Ace of Swords. You haven't gotten to the truth of the issue, okay? That's all you need. Then you have wish fulfillment and you're fine, okay? You can deal with it. Once you know the whole entire truth, guess what happens? You can actually act off the truthful, factual information and have a solution, which is wish fulfillment. It's also being able to lay back in life and be like, okay, now at least I know what it is. So once I know what something is, I have one key, right? I have one key to solve the issue, okay? There's that. That's all I have. Thank you.